here in Sweden, people are not generally aware of such a thing as deeper states of consciousness, deeper states of introversion. And in our magazine we try to show that it is possible, but in a very elementary way. And I wonder if you can, you have much experience from Western people and the kind of difficulties that we meet when we try to go inwards. And I wonder if you could speak a little upon that, the difficulties one meets, and also what you would like about the deepening, what that is like, the deepening of the consciousness. The deepening, yeah.
Du menar att fördjupa sig själv, att gå inåt, hur vi ska överkomma svårigheter?
Yeah, yes.
How the Western person can overcome the difficulties going inwards. What our difficulties are and how we can overcome them in the Western world.
Well, let us put it in a very rough way, there are two worlds, East and the West. Well, so instead of saying East and West, let us put heart and the mind. The Western world also has a heart and has a mind. But now, Western world, unfortunately, Western world has many good qualities. Dynamism. And then alertness, and then at the time of need to throw heart and soul. There are many good qualities Western world has. But one major difficulty, I don't want to call it a deplorable mistake or fault, far from it. Difficulty lies in the Western world. The Western world wants to see the truth piece by piece, not in totality. And you see, here the problem lies, the difficulty lies. When we use the mind, immediately, if there are 10 flowers, the mind will try to count 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. It is separating the 10 flowers. But when you use the heart, heart does not count the flowers. Heart immediately feels the beauty, fragrance of all the flowers have entered into the heart and have become, these flowers have become part and parcel of the heart. So as long as we take a thing, an individual, part by part, we will not be satisfied. See, somebody looks at me, and if he sees my head, there's no hair, gray hair, immediately mistake has started from there, from the beginning. Then if he looks at my nose or face, somebody will simply say, this is he, oh, he's here, how does he people are all telling lies. Look, he has no muscle power, he has no physique, but he lifts hundreds of pounds. So perhaps he has got quite a few flatterers who are writing everything false and just saying. So now look at my body, how much my body is showing, you can say deception. My whole body betrays. But I am not a weightlifter, but if it is true, but again, if you want to see, I can prove it. Even at this moment, I will be able to lift anybody in this room. I will be able to lift up easily. I will be able to lift up. But look at me, and immediately no hair, this and that. Now there are so many ways you will be disheartened when you look at me. If you want to look at a bodybuilder, weightlifter, look at me, you are disheartened. Then if you look at my entire physique, then you are not satisfied. So many defects you think. But instead of looking at my hair, bald head, or my arms, muscle power. If you just from there, if you are in a meditative, I use the term, meditative consciousness or prayerful consciousness, you are entering into my heart, not here, right here. There you are feeling.